I get a Facebook message every time I go live, and I never want to make a mistake by missing it again.
Yeah, paranoid. Once bitten.
Welcome, everybody. This is the workshop, episode 303. Hey, we got someone coming in. There we go. We are live. So, hey, so what the workshop is, for anybody just kind of catching in and don't know, it's kind of like a writer's room where we a bunch of people come together and we get random topics. We try and write 3 to 5 minutes on that topic, and we perform that topic. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's great. Who knows? It just, you can never really tell. It just, the random topics are tough, but it's a lot of fun. That's the best thing about it. So let's, we got four comedians, 4 of us here, but 3 other comedians other than me. If I didn't, my name's Keller Reeves. Did I even say that to anybody? I'm not sure I actually said that, did I? I got used to talking. That's the way it was. But yeah. But a couple things I should announce first. What this is a comedy safe space. What that means is that it's safe for us and not for you. That's the thing. This is all about being funny, and it's not about hurting feelings or anything else. It's all just we're trying to make each other laugh and maybe make some other people laugh. So well, let's introduce everybody. Okay, so Ritu, where are you from?
Hey, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
How long have you been doing comedy?
Almost 2 years.
Oh, nice, cool, awesome. Well, welcome.
Thank
Mike,
you.
where are you from, buddy?
I am from Toronto, and I got started. I'm trying to think. There's kind of a lost year there. I don't know if we can count 2020, but I guess I got started in 2019, so I guess I'm about 2 years in as well.
Oh yeah, cool. How about you? You know what? Your name says Comedy Empire. I don't know. All right.
Kelsey. You can call me Kelsey. That's my page where I do my Zoom mics and other things. Once we were in person, I had an in-person mic and then moved to Zoom.
Yeah. That's
everything.
Yeah. Where are you from, Kelsey?
I'm from Tacoma, Washington, so like south of Seattle.
Yeah.
West Coast.
As I have to tell all the Americans, there's a lot of Canadians and a lot of West Coast Americans in this group. So it's always, if you didn't notice, that was the Mariners hat. So just my family's from the Seattle area, but yeah, sorry to interrupt you. But were you? How long have you been doing this for?
A couple years. So yeah, pandemic is weird. So, but yeah, over 2. Yeah.
We're all around the same level. I just kind of hit 4, so missing last year. I'm not too far in, but this is like I said, this is a lot of fun for everybody. So if there's no questions, what I'll do is I'll just tell you that when my timer goes on, I'm going to flash you just at 3, just to let you know where you are. But you don't have to stop. You can keep going. I'm not going to even stop you if you go 10 minutes. So I want to let you know that. Okay. So, but I will do the honors and take the thing. So a round of applause for me, everybody.
The bullet, Keller.
Yeah. Okay.
My subject is low blows. So low blows, which is like, I wrote a bunch on. I want you to. In the last hour, I've written a bunch on it, but I want to tell this one joke first, okay? Okay, low blows, which is kind of like a below the belt thing, right? Below the belt, starring Brie Larson as a sassy young female Chuck Norris, and I call her Chick No Ass. That's what I call her. Below the belt, that's what it's called. That's my pitch right now, okay? Let's first admit that I'm just dumb. We've got to do that first. I'm tell dumb jokes, and also, why does she wear a belt? Chick No Ass looks like a suspender chick to me. That's what I'm saying. Then she gets made fun of. Then she kicks everybody ass, and that's scene 1 of Below the Belt. Thank you. That's what I. Okay, that was my first. I had to get that out of the way. But the other thing I have to get away, low blows. That's when a big person sucks off a little person. Is that what it is? Sure. We can use that term, right? Big person. Is that a correct term we can use? A politically correct one? Big person. We're not kind of big, and it's a perspective thing, I guess. Like I have a twin brother who's 5'2", right? And he'd take offense to be called a little person, but like compared to me, he might as well be basically because I'm like 8 inches taller than him. like my twin brother, we're tiny. He's like it's kind of like Mario before and after he ate the mushroom. You know what I'm talking about? Mario is a kind of a great metaphor for. This is when I got really stoned earlier. I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm going to say it anyway. It's like a good metaphor for mushrooms. you eat a mushroom, you evolve, you grow up, then you get knocked down somehow, then you eat some more mushrooms and you grow up again. Those Japanese video game designers were partiers. That's what I Okay. This just happened. My twin sent me a message to he sent me some link to 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. And I typed back to him like, hey, guy, I've been listening to Dolly Parton since before you were born. And I just realized how dumb that was because he's 11 years older than me. That was a true thing that just happened. Yeah. My twin, he had a bad kidney like Gary Coleman. That's not true, but I like to tease him. Speaking of low blows, security guard Gary Coleman, man, he must have been walking around just punching nuts. That was his job. Like, if you don't know who it is, look it up. Okay. That's what I have for low blows, everybody. That's it. So,
woo! Yay!
That was really dumb. Oh, I got Will here. He's got to come in. Hey, Will, how's it going? Oh, you're muted, but that's
okay. No, you're good.
Did you hear any of that, Will, or what?
Yeah, no, I got the end of it. I got the low blows at the end. Yeah.
Okay. How about you start? How about that? You give me your input.
That's fair. I was late. I get it. No. Okay. Just a critique of yours.
Yeah. It's no big deal.
So the last parts I caught of it was you said something about your twin sending you a message about Dolly Parton, and I missed most of the low blow stuff, but
it's okay.
That Gary Coleman bit's actually pretty funny. Like him being a security guard, like I could just see him. He doesn't have to run after anybody. He could just slide down the escalator stairs. I was like, I'm loving that. I like that concept. That's good. So yeah.
Well, he's actually Chick Noass's sidekick, actually.
You could have called back with a what do you call it? When two genres mix, like a crossover between Chick Noass and when you said the kidney thing, I laughed my butt off inside because I'm of that era and everybody knew that he had a bum kidney and that's why he was so small. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
There's one thing. Oh, just on the Mario thing, just more of a suggestion on the order. You could say I'm like regular Mario and he's Mario after he's been hit by a Goomba or a Koopa or so just the exact same thing as you said, just change the order. I'm like regular because
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no worries. No, it's a tough one though, low blows. But the one thing when you said Gary Coleman is a security guard, my mind instantly went to that episode of The Simpsons with the Funzo. There's an episode of The Simpsons where it's basically a Furby and the Furby goes nuts and they go to the people that make it and try to figure out what's going on. And Gary Coleman is the security guard of the toy company.
Yeah, I forgot about that actually.
And he talks to himself, and it's pretty hilarious. But it just may, if it depending on where you want to take it, it may drag people there. I couldn't get that out of my head, the Simpsons part.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that episode. That's a good. I have to scrap it.
Yeah. No, I think you can keep it, but
yeah.
Maybe just don't say he's the security guard. Maybe well, I guess it has to be because he's low blowing people, right?
Yeah, that's I don't know why.
Yeah.
I had to write most of this in the last hour or two, so I couldn't think of anything before now. So,
good.
Thank you for the input. Appreciate it. Rick, how about you? Do you got any input?
No, it was a hard topic. I cannot believe you came up with so many jokes. So I had to look up what that means. So I am impressed you got that. So good job. I like the security guard joke. You did that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's it. Thanks.
How about you, Kelsey? How about that?
Yeah. I like the concept of suspenders. You can't wear a belt if you have no ass. It's like a suspender type of body type. I think that's really funny. And then your twin stuff, being a twin, but then being different heights or different I think that's pretty there's something there.
You're Willis.
Actually, that was one of my first early on jokes was that mushroom joke, but I never expanded on it. I just didn't know what to do after. I started writing about my twin. I'll just throw that in there because I haven't used it in 2.5 years, and then I just went further with it and just got more ridiculous with it. But yeah, it's funny to see a joke like that. But yeah, it's neat. But I like it better, Mike. So, yeah. So,
no worries.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, and then is it Mario or Mary? I think you're pronouncing. I always pronounced his name Mario.
Oh.
Is it Mario? Am I
Tomato,
just
tomato.
Is it one of those things like it's just a dialect difference?
You also pronounce like Canada.
Canada, maybe I will now.
Well, do that. In Washington, I was like, because my family's from Washington, so it's not Canada. It's not Canada.
Canada. Yeah, I don't know.
A little bit twangier, but yeah. But no, I always called it. I just say Mario, but you're right. I think it is Mario.
Is it Mario? Yeah, I thought.
Because it's Wario, and they would go Wario like that.
Wario. They kind of rhyme. Yeah.
Oh, I had that game in 1986 when I was a little kid, and never put that together. I would just call it Mario. Thank you. Okay, well, everybody, thank you very much. How about a round of applause for Let's just take it. So our next comedian, everybody, our next comedian is going to be, who's next? How about this? We'll just go right to left. Can everybody see that? So Ritu, you ready?
Oh, shit. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Will wants to say something?
Yeah, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
How do other people watch this? I have people that want to see it.
If you go in your workshop there and you share it on the workshop on Facebook, you can just share that to your public feed, or Kevin has on his feed.
Workshop. Oh, you mean on the page, on the workshop page? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Sorry, thank you.
No worries at all. Okay, so let's restart this. Hey, everybody, put your hands together for Nashville's own Ritu Tirthani.
Yeah, you did it.
What's the champion?
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Ritu. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. In Nashville, people get drunk to forget that country music still exists. And in India, people get drunk to forget that they still live in that country. Okay, my topic is difficult. My topic is qualifications. So difficult, I tell you. All right. I wrote some things about it. Okay. I feel like Indian people are qualified to be drug dealers, but no one ever gives them that opportunity in India. You know, Indian Americans could be the best drug dealers. People, listen to me. They have all the qualifications. We can talk in sign languages. We have this habit of doing everything. So we are good at sign languages. We got this. We're good with directions. Most of us are Uber drivers in America. So we got this. We're good with directions. We go to the neighborhoods, wherever that drug thing is. And the main important reason we are qualified is we will not go to hell for selling drugs because we don't report to Jesus. Thank you. That is all I wrote. All right.
Everybody.
No, I have more. Hold on. I have more. All right. Are these Christian people still qualified to go to heaven? Tell me, if they go to church in the morning and go and watch murder documentaries at night, are they still eligible to go to heaven? All right, that did not land. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, if comedy was a real job, what would be the qualifications of a comedian on LinkedIn? Must not care about their health because we will never provide health insurance. Must have credits, but we don't give a shit about credit score though. And I didn't write the third one. But what would be the salary bracket of a comedian? 0 to you'll soon be in debt. And that is all I wrote. Now you can give it. All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's it. Get it.
Katie, start.
What?
Katie, would you like to give her some input first?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was distracted by my phone. Yes, let's see. I like the kind of shit talking Christians. I think that's really funny. we and concepts of hell is kind of good.
You're not the boss of me. Like it doesn't even apply.
Yeah, like Indians can do crimes. You know, it's like, or just like not like Christian crimes, which I don't know what, you know. Yeah, I think that's funny.
A Christian crime would be her just being Indian, wouldn't it?
Just being Indian. I think there are Christian Indians because Christians. There's Christians all over the place.
Yeah, there are some.
You know, but yeah, so I think there might be. You should explore into that. I mean, people might not love it if you like shit talk Christians all the time, but I personally enjoy it. So
yeah, likewise.
Yeah. It'd be tough in Nashville to talk shit about.
Yeah, it's part of Bible Belt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fun though.
Yeah.
If you just want to provoke people, that'd be fun. You're going for that'd be.
yeah.
I like that stuff too. When you're talking about you didn't get much out of there, I thought there was so much you could build on later about.
Yeah, I thought as soon as you hit on the LinkedIn thing, because that like everybody's lying about their qualifications, the whole page is qualifications. It's all bullshit. It's like you spin it, you know, like I think you could if you stayed there in the whole LinkedIn thing. And I mean, if you wanted to keep this, but you could even call back to, you know, your drug dealer, like going through your LinkedIn page, drug dealer.
Yes.
But yeah, I think LinkedIn's everybody lies on the resume, right? Like it's a universal truth. And that whole site is just the pillars of that whole site are people lying about their qualifications. And so I think you could really dig in, but yeah, that's my 2 cents. Yeah.
I like the qualified to be drug dealers talk to. Not that I mean, it's funny to put that out there. I don't know why. It made everybody think about it. Just picture the worst person you could possibly think of. But yeah, that was It was and then you really expanded well on that. I thought with the Uber drivers, it would be a good racket that way to drive with Uber Eats, a sort of thing like that, right? So anyway. Thomas, you got anything for him? Will? Thomas?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I liked when you were talking about the Christian part because I was waiting for you to like delve into Indian deities. Like I wanted you to draw a Vishnu reference. It's like how each guy would actually talk to you about, when you die. You're like, okay, you actually sold these. You did good by selling all these goods, and like just like things that would make it so like they're not going to go to hell. Like they're going to go to like the marketplace of heaven or something like that.
Or all those arms are meant for stuffing dime bags.
Exactly. His coming out, Parashna coming out, and I'm like, yeah, I want to hear all of that. Like there was so much there. But yeah, no, I was loving it. It's great. It's great.
Vishnu's 6 arms are for dime bags. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just scales. It's like, all right, exactly. You need the 8th, you need the 10th, you need.
Damn, I like.
Vishnu has a hand in every pocket.
Yeah.
I'm just impressed you know about my Indian gods. I like these people. That is cool.
Oh,
yeah, and an elephant never forgets who owes them money.
Word.
Right?
Exactly. He just rolls up on your door like, "What's up? You gonna go?"
I had to talk to you last week, right?
It's like, you got my money, I'll take your life. Legit. Okay.
Oh man, there's so much in there for that.
Yeah. There might be something since it's like a trunk, like doing coke. I don't know if it's like if it's too much of a problem, there's all supply in like one smell.
I can't even he's up there just testing it. That's the whole supply though. What are you doing?
The elephant share of like something is like a elephant share.
Hilarious.
Awesome.
That's why the Colombians never provoke the Indians, because they can come sniff up their whole supply in no time.
Let's go.
Okay, well, that was awesome. Yeah, so I got another round of applause for Ritu, everybody.
Woo!
Yes. Okay, the next one going clockwise here. Mike, are you ready?
Yeah, my phrase is bad advice, which I think I got pretty lucky with relative to the rest of you folks. So I'll kick it off here. So good advice comes from intelligent, successful people with lots of experience. Most people are not those things. So by default, most of the advice you receive is terrible. Fortunately, there are a few rules to follow to know if you're getting bad advice. So first you should ask yourself, is this advice unsolicited? Because if it is, 99% of the time it's bad advice. Unsolicited advice comes from people who have time to give it. I don't think you've ever seen Elon Musk posting on his Facebook page about how people shouldn't get their kids vaccinated. Successful people don't have time for that. Second, you need to ask yourself if the person giving the advice is in a better situation than I am. Because if they're not, it's probably not worth listening to. Following their own shitty advice is what's made them less successful than you. So unless you need advice on fucking your life up, you probably can leave that alone. Last, ask yourself, what is the motivation of the person giving me this advice? Do they want what's best for me, or do they want misery or company in their misery? Because I can't count how many times somebody has recommended that I do the same idiotic thing that they have just so they don't feel alone in the mistake that they've made. Amway comes to mind. Hey, I got stuck in a pyramid scheme. You should join so I can justify my own stupidity. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I took some of the bad advice I received. I went to business school, and one of my professors told me that I had a natural feel for accounting and I should do a PhD. I was very surprised by this because I did not know that was something you could do a PhD in. PhDs are supposed to advance their field of study, and I didn't think I was in a great position to contribute to arithmetic. Fortunately, I don't have to wonder what life would have been like if I'd taken that path because I already know. The answer is suicide. One time someone said that I should make my own household detergents to make money. Now, the chemistry of this stuff can be pretty dangerous. So I didn't think the $13 a year I would save by making my own detergent was worth blinding myself. I work in biotech now, and one time my stepbrother, who's special, let's say, he came up with an idea to cure AIDS with leukemia. It's not really getting into the theory on that, but he advised I pitch it to my boss. If I had done that, I think I would be unemployed like my stepbrother. Remember earlier how I said not to follow the advice who's doing shittier in life than you? That's a pretty good example. Anyway, that's what I got so far.
There you go, Mike. I like that ending stuff. That chemo, that bad advice. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
It made me snort.
So just for some background, he figured leukemia is basically, the overproduction of white blood cells, and HIV removes your blood cells. So if you gave somebody leukemia, it's problem solved.
Oh my God.
Not quite that simple,
No.
but
It sounds like a great article of My Dumb Brother.
yeah, right. Like,
Full write-up would be hilarious.
oh man, I got a few.
How we start with Katie right under him? How's it go?
Oh, it was Kelsey.
I'm sorry, Kelsey.
That's okay. I'm Comedy Empire on my thing. So
Yeah.
Let's see. I like the idea that a PhD in mathematics is worthless because you can't add anything to math.
Well, it was specifically accounting. Like accounting is literally adding and subtracting and a little division. I mean, mathematically, it's pretty much as simple as you can get. So I was like, well, how do you even do a PhD? And he wanted to talk about like revenue recognition and these concepts. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather be dead. But how do you contribute to revenue minus expenses equals profit? I don't think there's a 4-year journey there.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a way to like convey that in a way that's like punchier or like something.
That's the thing, is not everybody is familiar with accounting, right? I mean,
yeah.
So maybe I've got to like draw it at like just do what I just did, like, okay, revenue minus equals this. So what else is there? So maybe I've got to connect more, because not everybody's gonna know like that accounting's that simple mathematically.
Yeah, or like if you're something of like, oh well, there's nothing to add to it, or
that's a good one. I didn't think I could add much.
Yeah, to this thing. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Rita, do you have anything for Mike?
I like the household detergent idea a lot. That sounds funny. You can expand on it. I like what you wrote though, but if you can do something more with it. But I can't think of punchline that fast, so that is the only input I have. Thank you though.
No problem.
Yeah, maybe you listed like because there's terrible chemicals like build chemicals, and if you're like, this will explode my house if I mix it wrong, and it's not.
Well, if I had time, I think I would. I think there is like bleach and I think bleach and peroxide, if you mix them, is like really like chlorine gas. Like it's like you could wipe out a lot of people. So, but I make it more kind of like familiar to people because they have bleach. They have. Hope I don't end up killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like with the history of soap is all like a lye based. So it's like dead bodies.
Yeah,
so you can be like, oh, I'm gonna take a bunch of roadkill and
mix it with some bleach and
create soap out of to save $7 a year.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the other thing is like I think I probably spend $50 a year on this stuff. It's not really what I look at when I'm worried about how little money I have. Man, if fucking detergent is killing me. Like it's not that big a deal.
How about you, Will? Do you have anything?
Yeah, I was thinking about it right now. I'm like, that soap thing for one, that soap thing, like that was a straight Fight Club for me. I was like, you got to do some Fight Club references right now. Like your friends telling you that
make soap out of their own ass.
Like, calm down, Tyler Durden. What are you doing? Like, you can't just be out here making soap out of possum. What are you talking about?
Yeah. What am I in Fight Club? Like what? Like,
Exactly.
What do you mean make my own soap?
And then with the arithmetic, with that story you said about the leukemia, like that was your callback right there. Like, because you said to make profit, it was expenses minus revenue or other
revenue minus expenses.
Yeah. I was like, that's it right there. Just HIV minus leukemia minus survivability. Like
equals survival.
Exactly. So if you were to find other things to layer in that concept to keep honing that point down, that'd be awesome.
HIV plus leukemia equals survival.
So yeah, that was gold. That's it. That's all I had.
Yeah, thank you.
Right now, everybody would get leukemia to get rid of it, like AIDS.
Like honestly, can you imagine sitting with like somebody that you have to sit next to on Thanksgiving, listening to that? So Mike, I got this idea. You should tell your boss. Okay, let's hear it.
You have to put a disclaimer in front of your set, like, don't do this.
Please don't do this. Don't do that. Don't mix chlorine and peroxide, and don't ask your boss if you can mix two diseases to cure each other.
That's great.
Don't intentionally try to get AIDS. Or,
exactly.
I don't think either one of those is something you should try to get intentionally.
Well, the funny thing is, cure the AIDS. Well, it's worth a shot. Go get some leukemia.
Let's go stand in front of an X-ray machine for a little while.
It can't hurt more.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys.
Yeah, good job, Mike.
No problem.
Mike, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelsey, are you ready?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, round of applause for Kelsey, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All right. See, so I had full disclosure was my thing. And so let's see, what was I gonna do? Okay. So full disclosure, I been married a very, very long time, like 15, like a big bulk of time, And one of the things I'm miss out on is from being like in that kind of relationship is I had a lot of sex pranks that I wanted to do that I can't do now that so I'm going to tell you guys some of my sex pranks that I can't do anymore, and so we'll see. So one I wanted to do was like you have someone over and then you're like, oh, let me slip into something more comfortable. And then you go and you put on like full like Phoebe pajamas, like big, like with the butt flap, like the like big red feety pajamas and just be like, what's up? But this is more comfortable than my jeans. That'd be really good. What else I want to do? Oh, I want to have someone over, that you just have like sexual like tension with, they're not necessarily dating, and just be like, hey, let me put on some music, and you just put on like 70s porn music, like just like bow chicka bow wow, like, and you just have just like a straight conversation, like I guess it's regular, and just be like, so reading any books lately, and just like and have it just be super awkward. I want to do that, and you can't do that with a partner because they're like, well, we have sex all the time, like why are you being weird? And then I also want to booty call people at inappropriate times at like 2 p.m. in the middle of the day. Just be like, hey babe, you up? And then they'll be like, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon, like I should be up, like, yeah. So that's my full disclosure. And then let's see what else. So this is like that little set, and then for full disclosure, my geriatric pug is on a gluten-free diet. That's some full disclosure. Let's see. I have a pet rabbit who is genderqueer. That's and I'm a chunky pansexual. So like I'm basically like Rush Limbaugh's worst nightmare, I think, is what that boils down to. So, all right, that's my deal.
Hey! There you go, Kelsey. Good job. Start. Well, how about I start with? I actually like. You got me lost on the sex prank stuff because I actually right away you the first thing with the footy pajamas because that's what my wife does now, and we've been together. Wife and I have been together 30 years. Not to rub it in your nose, your face, and but 30 the same girl, and like literally how she does, like she'll like instead of like we know we're going to hook up tonight, but she still go change into pajamas beforehand. Just remind me. So like, complaint than anything else. But the booty call thing is funny too. I never had that experience ever in my life. Like, oh man, booty calls would be so fun. Like I don't know why it'd be, but like I like it too. But I would say more like 10 a.m. inappropriate times to try and get that soon-to-be ex, booty call fired from his job sort of thing. Just see if he'll leave work. That's the way I would think about doing it. Just like an asshole-y way to do it. But that was pretty funny. You don't have to use it.
Yeah.
But good job. It was really funny. So.
Thanks. Yeah.
So, how about you, Mark? Good to go?
Yeah, I was thinking about the booty call stuff, and you said, are you up? I was kind of hoping you'd give the rebuttal, like, yeah, I'm at work. Like well, fuck, it's 2:00 in the afternoon. Like what? Just something kind of funny that somebody might be doing. That of course they're not available at 2:00. Like what? Yeah, I work. Like I go to school, whatever it is. Yeah. So that was one thing I thought maybe you could stick in. It's just that rebuttal that makes it even more absurd. Like why are you calling me at 2 p.m.?
Yeah.
And other than that, no. One other thing, and maybe this was kind of the idea, like that full disclosure sort of refrain, like full disclosure, and you could sort of get weirder and weirder. Like full disclosure, I've been married for 15 years, full disclosure. Me and my husband do some weird stuff. Full disclosure, we do a lot of butt play. Full disclosure, we got arrested. Use that full disclosure as like a refrain and sort of get more and more bizarre. And I think that, the thing that you came up with, the full disclosure, gives you license because I'm telling you everything. If I say full disclosure, and maybe that's an angle too, is you can say whatever you want as long as you preface it with full disclosure. I eat children, full disclosure. I'm a mass murderer. Okay, that's fine. As long as you say full disclosure.
Yeah.
But anyway, otherwise, yeah, really good job.
Oh, thanks.
How about you, Will?
Yeah, no, I'm actually going to piggyback on what Mike said. I like that whole idea with the full disclosure and keep ramping it up. But I also like the examples you gave for what you use for full disclosure. Like you said, you got the full pajamas. I'm like, I want to put you in an overcoat. Like I want to like have layers. Exactly. Just like
I put on pajamas, but full disclosure, I'd rather be wearing a trench coat. Full disclosure, right? I wish I could be a caterpillar in a cocoon. Full disclosure,
just I would say
just like weirder and weirder.
Yeah, like you like that booty call thing at 2 p.m. That's great. You should be like, hey, look, this is a lunchtime booty call. This is just, I'm trying to get a sandwich and some snooki. Let's go. What are we doing here? I love those ideas. Those are great. It's fun. That's a fertile topic. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you have any input?
No, I like it. It's just the booty call thing is funny. You could say that people would think that there are no booty calls after marriage, but guess what? There are. But just the time is different. Now it's at 2 p.m.
Nice.
Call for lunch and you're like, see what is it in the lunch? So I'm like, well, something like that. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah. That's
full disclosure, married people do have booty calls. Full disclosure, it's at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Full disclosure, it doesn't last very long.
It doesn't last very long.
You see what I mean? Like how you could the full disclosure lets you get really quickly from a normal place to a weird place.
Yeah, and getting weird's fun.
Yeah. And that's a really good that the way you did it was it's a great it gives you license to say whatever you want. Full disclosure.
I'm just being honest,
that.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Know what I'm saying? Full disclosure.
Hilarious. Every round of applause for Kelsey, everybody.
There you go.
Good job. Hey, Will, you ready to follow that, man?
Yeah, I'm totally ready to follow that. No, I'm not. Full disclosure, no. But all right. Okay. That's all right.
Where are you from, Will?
North Carolina, Durham.
Carolina, awesome. Well, listen, everybody. North Carolina's own Will Thomas, everybody.
Woo! All right. So I had a fun topic. Positive thinking was my topic. So at first I was kind of nervous about it, but then I told myself I can do this. I can just manifest it. I'll be okay. Now that I aligned my chakras, I was ready to go with this topic. And I just watched the Bruce Lee documentary, so I was just like, "Ooh, I'm all into mysticism right now." So I am a huge positive thinker. I am completely 100% a optimist. I've been this way since a young age. The best example I can give you as a young age was me trying to win the Monopoly McDonald's game. I put in about 7 years worth of time in that game. Every single Big Mac, every single large fry soda. And all I got was this 6-pack abs. Positive thinking, just got through it every single time. No heart disease yet. Waiting to see what happens. Positive thinking. So, yeah. And the thing is positive thinking, it's not all about what you think. It's about how it expands around you. I know people heard about that book and that movie called The Secret, where, it's supposed to affirm positive thoughts and, it makes the things you want come to you. I don't quite believe that because first off, if you name something a secret, it's not a secret anymore. So why are you telling everyone? That's just initially, I don't like it. But you have to have these affirmations because think about it. You might move to a new neighborhood and you hear one of your neighbors playing music really loud and you're like, thank you for playing your music so loud. Now I don't have to worry about hiding the screams of the bodies. That's what I need. That I need to be able to have these things. Like somebody might be walking their dog and their dog is pooping everywhere. You're like, thank you very much for having a dog that poops everywhere. Now I don't have to explain why my kid does it. Thank you. I appreciate that. These positive affirmations start to manifest in real life to the point where somebody might be sitting in a car going, I am the lion in a field of gazelle. I will make sure that I am the most powerful person here. Let me rob this bank. Put on the mask and run inside. Just pop the shotgun. You're like, oh, he's positive. He might do it today. It's something good. He might get away from the cops. I don't know. Did the cops say their mantras? Maybe. But I think the most positive person is the person who has a lot of debt. And every day they're like, all right, today's the day. And especially positive people that like to gamble with everything. because they can go into a room, sit down, and they can play any game and be like, I'm going to make it today, especially Russian roulette, because that's really the game you need positive affirmations for. At that point, you're like, I'm not going to get killed today. I'm going to spin this chamber. Got me. Yeah, I'm free. That's the ultimate positive affirmation. Like, you can live through a game of Russian roulette. And the last part of that joke I have is I'm happy for kids that are positive, because kids that are positive in 1997 were happy with food, folks, and fun. They were happy with Toys R Us kids. They were just happy being alive. 2021 kids are the same way, but they're just happy they don't have to get shot. That's all there is to it. And that's my set.
Hey! Ritu, would you like to start?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. I like the last joke a lot. That was my favorite. Gun shooting in America. All right. That was dark, but it was funny the way you put it, and it was a lot about games, which I do not know, so I'm gonna let it go. And that was the only input I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I had a couple of things. So you totally threw me a curveball on the McDonald's thing and the positive thing. So I thought you were gonna say, like, I actually thought I could win. To me, that's hilarious because it's so rigged, right? Like that's where I would have taken it, is like, I actually thought this was winnable. Instead of, got all 600 Big Macs, heart disease, and whatever else. That's how positive thinking. I thought I could actually make a dent in that game. And then the other thing is you hit on something. You only sort of mentioned it briefly, but I think the idea is really cool. Is so you're saying that between this bank robber and the cops, it comes down to who's thinking more positive. So ultimately, it shows you how sort of stupid that is, because if everybody's thinking positively, at some point their interests diverge and they're competing. So the idea of an out positive think, to me is hilarious. Like, I'm fucking, no, I'm more positive. I'm more positive. It's pretty funny to me.
Yes.
And anyway, so maybe you could work that into the cop, and robber thing. Like, who's saying their mantras, who's being more positive.
I like that. I like that idea. I'm writing it down right now. Got it.
Kelsey, would you like to?
Yeah, let's see. I like the Monopoly thing. I think that's super funny.
Awesome.
That you think that you're gonna win the game, and then yeah. I think the dog poop thing is pretty funny. But it might almost be better if instead of like it's your kid that's pooping, like what if it's like you're pooping in your own yard?
Thinking about that. I'm really
or
or
you farted, or you farted. Oh, these dogs, it stinks everywhere.
Yeah.
Or you're just having like a poop off with a dog. Like, fine, I'll show you. I'll poop in your yard, dog. Like,
you can do better than that. Awesome.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's a little more absurd because it's like, I don't know.
It's just like, you're doing what now?
What, you poop in the yard? And then like the loud music, so people don't hear you scream or people hear people scream. Like, what if instead of like you're killing people, like what if it's just like you just like a loud crier, like you're just like super sad, like won't hear me, like
that's awesome.
Yeah, like won't hear me weep at night, or like you listen to like embarrassing music, so they won't hear you listen to like whoever you think is embarrassing.
Yeah, it's like no one hears me but jamming out to Taylor Swift. That's fantastic. I love that. Taylor Swift karaoke. Boom. I like it. Thank you.
I just had a follow-on thought to that Monopoly thing. Mm-hmm. Like you're really positive thinking and you're playing Monopoly and you say something like, and you know what I got out of participating in that contest, all the shit I ordered. Like that's it. Like I've had to pay for. I got nothing. I got to pay for every single thing I got. You know what I got? All this shit I paid for. You know what I won? All this shit I paid for.
I like that.
Yeah. Because it's like a huge waste of time, right? Like it's like a one in a jillion. Yeah.
That's awesome. I like that. Great feedback.
Sorry, it just keeps looping in my head.
Good.
I wrote down some stuff that is not nearly as good as any of these people gave you. I like it. I feel too a lot. It was pretty funny, and I like your the way you started off. Your kind of rhythm you're going with was quite cool. I really enjoyed that. I almost got lost into it a bit more than turn words because it was really good and entertaining. So, a really good job, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Sorry, I couldn't add more.
That's all right. Hey, I'll take it all. Like I said, I got this topic 2 days ago, and I was like, "What am I going to do?"
Wow, this is let's give a round of applause for Will, everybody. Okay, folks, the one person watching, this is a fun part. This is the part of the show that we get to tell our own jokes for 3 to 5 minutes. So, I mean, that stuff we've been kind of trying to work on and do stuff. So that's great. This will be a lot of fun. And again, we're going to go in the same order. So I am first. So round of applause for me, everybody.
Woo, Kelly!
Yeah. You guys know what a pseudonym is? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's how people with cleft palates pronounce cinnamon. I wrote the joke. It took me like an hour because they couldn't spell pseudonym. I have a true story. I was trying to spell it.
It starts with a P.
No, I know it now. No, it's like pseudonym. No, that's not right. Pseudonym? No, that's pseudonym.
That joke is so wrong.
I get the autocorrect to go. Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I got to tell you, I'm telling my dad that one tomorrow. I'm going to see him. He's going to love it.
I'm a world record holder, everybody. Okay, I got a Guinness Book of World Records. I actually hold a record, which is the most amount of yo's said in one sentence. So I'll show you. Okay. Yo, Rika, Yolanda, you know who just found your yo-yo on your ground, yo? That was 11 yo's in one sentence. Thank you very much. Yes. I wrote that joke because over COVID, I've been watching way too many rap battle TV shows. You know, and every time they start, they're always like the beat starts going, and you're always like, okay, yo. I'm always like, how many fucking yo's, man? Like, well, how many yo's is too much? Just start this shit, right? Anyways, yeah. But I did get into like here's the battle champion on TV is this guy named Blind Fury. I don't know if you guys know him. He's blind, and I think the urban community really accepts him because he doesn't know he's not black. He only sees black, actually. That's such a dumb joke.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's colorblind or anything, but he's blind for sure.
He's just regular blind.
Yeah. to all the colors.
Okay, so here. Okay. It turns out that if you run out of Bailey's, coffee tastes like shit. That's a surprising thing. Who knew, right? Wow. I've been partying way too long. But yeah, I have this Starbucks server / cheerleader that I go to every day. And she's always right till I come. She's like, "Hey, Keller, how's it going, Keller? Nice to see you, Keller. This is wonderful to see you again, Keller. Would you like your coffee, Keller? The same as always, Keller. Thank you, Keller. Okay, yeah, okay, and goodbye, Keller." And I was like, "Fuck, man, she should have pom poms." Like, I get pumped up when she says my name all the time. She's like, "Yeah." You know, it's just give me my fucking armpit tasting sewer water, will you? Like, fuck. You know, black. Like, just give it to me and just stop. You know. I believe that coffee tastes exactly like armpits. I think, anyways. I don't know. I never tasted an armpit before, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure the same thing. Probably not sewage though, but I do definitely think they taste like black, like it's coffee, right? This is all stuff I wrote 20 minutes before we started. So, but I want to say it anyways because there's one part. Everyone's always saying everything tastes like shit. And I just have to take their word for it because this is a tongue-free asshole. This is like actually know what shit tastes like, you know. And don't you think like, what about hot dogs? I'm like, no, those don't count. They've been cleaned before I might tip my tongue, you know. Shit-free my tongue. Okay, that's all my time, but thank you very much.
Good job.
How about we go clockwise? Me too. How about you? What do you think?
Oh, great set. I liked everything. I don't have any punches. It was funny. I like the customer service at Starbucks was my favorite. Say your name 100 times. Yeah.
I loved, as I've already said, the pseudonym joke. That's a great starter. It's like I mean, for the right audience, that's just gonna kill. Like they're like, if people can, aren't too sensitive. But the your name joke, I might just tighten it up and say, like, I felt like, I was at a pep rally being held for me or something, like, like that. Like, just, I like kind of finish, that part, because it's sort of, then it turns into the armpit flavored sewer water, which is funny too. But the connection's a bit quick, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Keller, and then I got, just give me my thing. Maybe that you just throw something in, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, what am I like? What is this, a pep rally for me, or is it like, or am I getting punked? Am I on Gay 10 Maserato's new show, whatever it's name? But anyway, that's my only feedback.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
no problem.
Joke came from this show, but I forgot what it was, and I just kind of tried to roll with it. But yeah, it's it's one of those jokes I wanted to read.
Yeah, that's good.
Thanks for input. How about you, Kelsey?
I like your yo sentence. I wonder if you can make it like 3 times as long. Like, if you could really like just make it just stupidly long.
Yeah, you know what? I actually forgot to do this because I was kind of reading my phone. I usually write it down on paper, so it's easier for me to read when I'm doing this. But tonight I was kind of rushed a bit. But I actually wanted to add to when you say that, was going like, okay, now say it with me, everybody. Okay, we'll do it. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to show you how 11 yos in one sentence. So just repeat after me. Yo, Eureka, Yolanda. You know who just found your yo-yo on your ground, yo? So go ahead.
No chance.
Yeah, that's why I'm the champ. Anyway,
yeah, exactly.
But now that's it. But anyways.
And you could also do the the East Coast yo, where it's like yo, I'm walking here, like that kind of yo. I don't see that too often, and I like it when people use that kind of yo. But,
yo, you gonna eat that?
Yo, yeah.
That was a really hard. I've been writing that for a while. It started out.
It's hard to say. Oh, really?
Yos. I went to 6 and 7 and 8, and all this. Kept trying to add more yos. It's stupid.
Yeah, you had me actually believing you did have a world record.
I have to say it fast because it's so hard to say. It has to go off so quick. It's like, oh, yeah. But thank you.
Yeah.
Was it Kelsey? I'm sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, and I also like the idea of like a white rapper not knowing they're black because they're blind, and then like the being colorblind's kind of dumb, but then I mean like as a concept, but then but if it's actually like you're really blind, like it's real, that's funny. Like he
kicks the shit out of people too. That's funny as hell. He's really good. He wins every match. He's never lost.
I guess all his disses are about how they smell.
How they hear?
I hear you trash.
I hear you trash. You smell like shit. I touch your face. I know you a bitch.
Oh, that's great. Those are good.
That's funny.
He's like, he has to feel everybody before that.
I touch your face. I know you a bitch. That's all yours, Keller.
That acting is brown.
I never thought of that before.
You walk so loud, you smell like shit. I feel your face. I know you a bitch.
That's really good.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
funny.
Man.
That's really dumb for forget.
I feel your face. I love it.
Yeah, get it down. You gotta get it down. Yeah, that is pretty funny that this guy is like a blind guy. Like, how does he diss them? Like, your flow is whack. That kind of stuff.
I've never watched it sober. I really just watched some Facebook feeds.
Okay.
I just keep clicking on it, and they just keep sending them to me, and I just keep enjoying it. It's like, yeah. So I was like, blind furry versus whatever his name is. He's like, this guy's from Texas trying to take on the blind fury. It's always this big. I was like,
I'm gonna have to check that out now. I've heard his name, and I know he's like a champion freestyler, but after having talked about this, I want to see it.
Yeah. Thank you. Will, how about you? Do you have anything?
Yeah, I do. You had me confused for a quick second because you said how everything tastes like shit, and then you said this is a tongue-free asshole, and I was like, do you mean an asshole-free tongue?
You reversed it.
And I was like, I think it means asshole-free tongue. But that's a lot funnier to say tongue-free asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's clever because they're gonna taste your shit. I like that.
Actually, you could say, you should use both. You should say this is a asshole free tongue, but this is not a tongue free asshole.
Oh,
it's like no homo, but it's like
no homo.
No a-hole.
Oh man.
I literally wrote that before the show started. That whole part.
I love it.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Wrote that down as my low blow stuff. I was like, this doesn't make sense at all for low blows. I'll just put it in my set later and use it up. But this is good.
Oh, it's good. No, that's quality right there.
Will, do you have anything left, or are you good?
No, that's it.
Take a deep breath.
Collect ourselves.
Yeah. I'm laughing too hard. Good job, guys. Good ripping. Well, Rachel, are you ready?
All right, I'm going to do 3 to 5 or what again? Any material?
Your own material, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, let's do this.
Let me give you a proper introduction, though, because I want you to make you feel special. Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, everybody, please put your hands together for Nashville's own starlet, Ritu Ternathi, everybody.
Woo! Yay. Hello, Canadians and American citizens. How are you guys doing?
All right.
Yeah, great. I'm going to be a citizen soon. I'm on all the dating apps.
Hey.
I'm here to remind you guys to renew your extended car warranty, please. Yeah, we gotta start with the scam caller joke, people. Okay. I've been doing a lot of Zoom shows. I feel like I do better on Zoom shows than on live shows. I think the reason is because I'm Indian. I'm naturally good at talking to computer screens.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right, well, a little bit about me. I got divorced a few years ago. I think divorces are emotionally and financially hard, but I think it gets worse when you have a joint email account, like Ron and Pemmy forever at AOL.com. Whenever I do these divorce jokes, my mom is like, Ritu, stop doing divorce jokes and think of second marriage. I was like, Mom, I'm not ready yet. I still have some money left from my last husband. Okay. All right. I was stalking my ex the other day, or as Americans call it, looking for closure. My ex wanted to try threesome. And I was like, excuse me, sir, I'm from India. I'm still trying to get better at twosome. Please. All right. That joke get better, people. Okay. I'm actually really trying to get over my ex. I went on a date last week and this guy was like, hey, I like you. Do you want to come over, watch Netflix and chill? I was like, I don't do Netflix and chill dates. I know what American men want. But if you have Amazon Prime, I'm up for casual sex. All right, I have too many dating jokes, but we'll end those. Okay, a comic said, hey, keep a balance between Indian and American jokes so they don't feel like they're the target. But hey, we all know who the target is, Mexicans, right? Yes, people, I can get away with that joke. That is called brown privilege. Uh-huh. All right, I have a question for you guys. Is anyone looking to buy brown parents? I'm selling mine. My parents are pretty mean people. I called my mom last night and I was like, Mom, I'm really nervous. I have this show tomorrow. I don't think I'm funny. She said, I don't care if you're funny. When are you getting married? My dad is a big believer in karma. He said I got divorced because I made fun of someone's divorce. Well, I learned my lesson. I make fun of rich people now. I really like to be rich. I want to be rich so I can go gluten-free without any judgment. I make fun of my parents, but my favorite thing about my parents is that they're still in India. What else do I want to try? All right, that is all I have. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. I wrote down a bunch of stuff. I like your one-liners like that. It's almost like one-liners, but it's like really good ones. I really enjoyed it. So I just kept writing down the ones I liked. I just couldn't get. They're all great. So how about you, Will? Give her some input.
Yeah, no, I like the way your set flowed. I like the fact, like you said, the one-liners are great, but you kept it personal, and I like that because it was easy for you to talk about it, and you're just like, this is my ex, this is my life right now. I got a lot of nonsense going on. I just love how they kept hitting. That was beautiful. It was great.
Yeah. I loved your naturally better talking to computer jokes.
Oh God, that was yo.
To get to it and everything else, man. That's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry to get cut in there, Mike, but I liked how you addressed it right away. Because I mean, like, not like in Canada we have a big Indo community, so for us it's not a big deal. Like, but I know, imagine down in the States, you have to almost address it. And that was a great way of doing it. Some really good jokes. It was funny, just because you're kind of insulting them as you're saying it. That's what. Good job.
Right.
I love the mean parents thing. I'd like you to go into other mean things, whether they're true or not. But like we could make it even silly. But the one thing about the selling them joke, it sounds an awful lot like take my wife, please. Like it's kind of one of those old trope kind of jokes. Like you know what's coming. You just kind of I knew it was coming. That like you say So I mean, it's still a funny joke, but it's sort of canned a bit. Like it's like when you started talking about your parents, like you sort of it's the instinct to go there. At least in my head. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, that's good to know.
It's a surprise that doesn't surprise, I guess. Is what, I'm not trying to be a downer, but to me it was I kind of felt it was coming. That's all.
No, that's good to know. I was like, I'm the only one selling my brown parents. Nobody's laughing. Why? Because
I think you could sort of freshen it up or something like you could make it funny with the way you sell them, right?
Okay.
Like I don't know if there's dating apps for that, but
okay,
something like that. But I mean, yeah, if you just leave it like take my parents, please. It's just kind of that kind of joke, like a Jack Benny joke or whatever that was. There's a really old. You may not be familiar with it, but it's like a comedian from the 50s had a very very similar joke, which is why people expect it now.
Okay. Right.
But yeah, I think. That I don't know why, maybe because I have lots of Indian friends and stuff. Like Keller said, there's I think probably a third of Canada is of South Asian descent, something like that. But anyway, that interaction with your dad, because there's always love, but it's always fighting. Like the mom's the one that's heavy, the dad is the one who's heavy too, but in a different like. He's not so much of it, but get a job. Be successful. Like be. It's always that kind of a thing. And the mom just cares about getting married, right?
Right.
But anyway, I'd love to hear like more about your dad. Like I'd like that. Some stuff with him in it.
Cool.
Well, Kelsey, I looked at my sheet. I had to write it down because I called you Katie once, and now it's stuck in my head. I'm like.
You'd be like, not Katie. Do you want to answer something? I'd be like, oh, that's funny. Yeah, I really like the joint email thing.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Super funny. I wonder if there's like a single version of like, so now that you're divorced, it's like Kelsey by herself at Gmail.
Ooh, I like that.
Or sorry to cut in, but you could like what kind of emails like are going in there? Like all of a sudden there's all these escort service emails or boner pill emails are going to your husband like in the same account. You're still checking it, and all of a sudden he's getting sent all this weird shit. Like that would be hilarious too if you actually kept checking it. Like I see his whatever porno subscriptions. He sees my dating app bills, or like it would be funny like to still be getting personal stuff as somebody you hate theoretically, or no longer like, and you're still forced to use the same email.
Yeah, they get all their like Tinder notifications.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in
your joint email. Yeah, or like that they use that as your like Tinder profile name, like redoing like your husband forever as like your
Ron and Sue forever at yahoo.com.
It's like the email you get everybody to send you dick pics to, and he's the one seeing it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good revenge.
Yeah, that's the email I get the guys to send the dick pics to.
Bored?
Yeah. And I like the citizen joke too, that you're going to be a citizen soon.
Yeah, I'm on all the dating apps.
It's so funny because it's like a quick one where you might not get that. You're like, yeah, it's good. I like it.
Great, thank you.
I want to say too is I really liked your threesome joke too. Like I thought.
Oh, you did? I just wrote it.
I thought you could read a tad, but one thing that just left people like at least me thinking right away is that I had to automatically assume you're also married to an Indian guy before, right? So
yeah. Oh my God, that was okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I just automatically threesome. I'm like, I haven't really heard of that before. I know because I guess we have I have a lot of Indo-Canadian friends, and that's one thing they don't really. It's not like a subject so much, but I just thought
the one thing come up.
No, it doesn't come up. No.
That's usually the problem.
Are you gonna put it out there that you want all your like Indian friends to proposition you?
Yeah,
you're sad that they're not.
I thought about it while you're telling the joke. I was like, oh, I like that joke though, but I was like focused a little bit on that. But one thing I think it's instead of saying, I don't know how you said it, but this is different. You said my husband wanted me to have a threesome, but I still can't handle a twosome. Like you said, I can't even handle like a hand job yet, or you can say some kind of ridiculous stuff that way. Like do that way, but I liked it. I thought it was funny. It has some potential. So yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right, you guys are great. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, a round of applause for Rita, everybody.
Woo!
Oh, I kept going time there. Look at that. Okay, so Mike, you ready?
Yeah, I've got some stuff I've been working on.
Okay, let me give you an intro because you skipped me last time. I want to do this. Okay, listen, everybody. Let's put your hands together for the wonderful, the talented, the very tag-heavy Mike Graham, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you. So I've been married a long time, and that works for me. But I know it doesn't work for everybody because I have this friend of mine who is so afraid of commitment. He comes up with these ridiculous reasons to break up with women. So one time he broke up with a girl because he thought her career as an ER nurse would cause a strain in the relationship. And at face value, that makes a lot of sense. But here's the thing. We're in grade 11. The girl had said in passing that she might want to apply to nursing school. So my friend assumed a whole education, specialty, and career path just to get out of dating this poor girl. And then a few years later, he broke up with this girl because he said she was stuck in the past. He said all she wanted to do was talk about high school. Well, we were about 2 months into our first year of college. High school was 4 months ago. I said, she's trying to get to know you better, you asshole. It happens occasionally when you're dating somebody. And then more recently, he broke my heart. He was dating this girl who was just perfect for him, an absolute sweetheart. And he said he broke up with her because she lacked emotional control. And when I asked him to unpack that, he said that she was too gaspy. She gasped too much. When somebody finds something shocking or surprising, he thought she took liberties. He had to end that. He said that she's out of control. And I said to him at the time, I said, don't you think if you brought it to her attention that this bothers you, she would stop and you could continue the relationship? And he said, Mike, you can't reason with somebody that's that emotionally unstable. So I've been doing quite a bit of reading, and I've been reading actually about breathing, and it turns out most of us are doing it wrong. So when most people breathe, it's super shallow. They call it Kardashian respiration. Come on, let's get there. The proper way to breathe is deeply using your nose. So at least that's one less thing you have to worry about if you have a cocaine problem. You might have a crippling addiction, but at least you're breathing properly. In fact, they say the only time you should use your mouth to breathe is during intense exercise, like CrossFit or spin class, putting on your socks, that kind of thing. I've actually started taping my own mouth shut at night. Not so much to do with the breathing, but I read an article that says spiders get in there, and I had to put an end to that. New research is actually showing that different breathing techniques can really improve your physical and mental health. And so I think it's really a shame that people don't know you can actually breathe your way into euphoria. You don't need to be caught with a red face or the panty hose around your neck and your dick in your hand. That's dangerous behavior. The biggest thing you should worry about when you're wanking it is leaving a mess, not a corpse and permanent emotional scars. Your biggest, sorry. Speaking of crappy surprises, I'm one of these. There's a segue for you. I am one of these people that no matter how bad the present I get is, I have to pretend I like it. So when I get a really bad gift, it causes a bit of stress. So one time I got a lettuce knife for Christmas. It's a plastic knife. It's a plastic. It's plastic. It's a knife that's plastic. Anyway, you probably deduced by now that it is a knife specialized for cutting lettuce, which everyone knows is one of the toughest jobs in the kitchen. And you probably thought that you could use a regular knife to cut lettuce, and you would be absolutely correct. Those ones that we've been using for centuries, and you already have in your drawer without having to order it off of the television. Quite some time ago, I wanted a tablet, so I asked for an iPad, and instead I got a BlackBerry Playbook. And if you don't know, BlackBerry made a tablet called the Playbook, and it was a hunk of crap. They stopped supporting it after about 3 weeks of launch. It only ever had 6 apps, and 2 of them were calculators. So while all my friends with iPads are on social media and watching movies and listening to music, I'm over here on my Playbook calculator spelling boobies upside down.
Yes.
But the worst thing I think that I get, and I get it frequently, is chocolates made by Russell Stover. And I don't know if you've ever had chocolates made by Russell Stover, but they have a bit of a different philosophy on chocolate. They found their own niche. It's like they said, chocolate's delicious and people love it. Let's see if we can get them to spit it out in disgust. That's all I got, guys. Thanks.
I gotta say, I wrote like a tag when you first started going, and then I just kept thinking about it, and it applied to almost everything you talked about. It was like when you said I was looking up breathing. Did you know that you breathed wrong? At first, I was like, "Yeah, I'm a real hoot at dinner parties." Every time you said a joke, I just put that in my head.
I'm a real hoot at dinner parties.
It just kept going and got funnier and funnier. You kept
that's a good line.
More obscure references and story. It was hilarious. Yeah. Good job, buddy. That was really fun.
Yeah, thank you.
So you had me howling. So,
thanks.
Right next to him.
Yeah, I love you said. I like the breakup stories a lot. The ridiculous reasons your friend gave to break up with someone. You can end it with you giving these breakup stories, and you're like, but my breakup story from past was like, she gave me a lettuce knife I was like, fuck that. I cannot keep this relationship anymore. She needs to know what knife is to be used.
Yeah, maybe I could call it back as like somebody that gives a gift like that, showing a total lack of, emotional control or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, there could be a good ending to it. Yeah. So that's all I could think of. Thank you.
Thanks. Oh, that's good.
Well, Kelsey, how about you? Do you have any input?
Yeah. So like with the plastic knife bit, if I wonder if instead of you saying like how it's a terrible president, maybe say about like your fake reasons of how great of a president it is. Like, wow, it's a plastic knife.
Yeah, a plastic knife.
I can cut lettuce.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, that's really good. I like that. Oh, great. That's for me. That's kind of what I'm working on. Is I tell you, I hate getting crappy presents because I have to pretend to like them, but I never talk about how I pretend to like them. Right.
Yeah,
so I could add a whole new 3 things. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then just have all, instead of like saying why the presents are bad, to be like your fake reasons for why they're good. I think that would be really funny. So like,
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got such a good calculator.
I can write boobs.
Yeah,
and
I can put boobies and boobs.
There's two calculator apps.
Yeah, there's 2. I can do it on both. Yeah, I can do it on both of them. Oh, I really like that.
Yeah, I like Kelsey. Just to go on you there, it was I think like a plastic knife. You made me think of like when you're explaining was like whoa, all my current plastic knives are disposable. This one's great.
This one's forever.
This one's forever. You can never get rid of this one.
This one will never rust.
Can't toss this one in the garbage like everyone else. Oh, well, do you have any?
You can recycle it.
Yeah, no,
it'll never rust, and you can recycle it.
I love that whole set.
I love it.
That was gold. That plastic knife joint is crazy. I was just laughing at myself because I was thinking.
Has anybody actually seen one though? It's I don't know how common it is. Anyway, sorry, Will.
No, you're fine. You're fine. There were 2 things. The plastic knife thing. I was going back with what Ritu said about the breakup stories and how you should talk about how you broke up with this person that gave you the lettuce knife, and just like I had to cut her out of my life. Just quick call back there. And the second thing was the Russell Stover. Okay, number 1, I love Russell Stover, so that joke hurt, but it was hilarious. But the thing is, you are completely correct about the fact that those chocolates are horrible.
It's so bad.
And you should definitely talk about how there's a map inside the lid. And each thing should be like, each reference you pick should be like, how do they taste like shit?
Shit, caramel,
like, this
salted
like,
shit, licorice shit.
Caramel. This tastes like you just made LaCroix into chocolate, so it has no flavor. You just hit it with different things. That's it.
The map is hilarious. Oh, what's this one? Terrible. What's this one? Awful.
Awful. Just throw it away.
What's this one? Probably poisonous.
This is awful with nuts.
Yeah, just goo with nuts in it.
So yeah.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The map goes nowhere.
You could actually make a knife story out of your buddies, make it to like your buddy to keep going with that same thing. How his buddy dumped his girlfriend because of it. Like make it your buddy instead of you. Like, you can just kind of reformat if you really want to keep on that sort of subject the whole way through. But
or I could make it that his girlfriend suggested the gift and he broke up with her or something. Like that.
You're like, yay.
Because he got that gift. Like I can't.
Yes.
Plastic knife.
Bullshit gift giver.
Yeah, and I left it at the house.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good job, man. So, another round of applause. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Well, Kelsey, you ready?
All right, sure.
An intro though, because I like doing this now.
All right.
This guy Dan Brennan gave me shit one time, and that's it. And now I've got to take it to full level because I know you're Dan Brennan, you bastard. I know you're
Yeah.
Get it.
Fuck you, Dan Brennan.
Yeah, Dan Brennan. How dare you criticize Keller?
Yeah.
This is for you. This is for that filthy fucking wife of yours. Sorry, I took an edible. I took an edible and it's starting to kick in here.
No,
I like to get on a bandwagon. Is what
it's my honor to introduce the next comedian. Please put your hands together for Tacoma's own Katie. Sorry, not even Katie.
No, not Katie.
Damn it, let me restart.
not Katie.
You, Dan. You couldn't.
Yeah, Dan. That's your fault.
Hey.
That's funny. Oh shit!
If we could just get the upfront with the Katie thing and then splice it into that last 15 seconds, that's a viral video right there.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. Professional. Okay. Professional. Okay. Listen, everybody. I want you to give a warm welcome to Tacoma's home, Kelsey somewhere out there.
Yay! Oh, that's beautiful. What a thing that just happened. Okay. All right, I'm gonna tell some jokes that I've been kicking around here a little bit. So thinking about like kinks, and I think my kink might be unrequited love. I think that is like, oh, it's so good, you guys. Like it's unrequited. It's like the best. Like if I could go to like a sex club but it's just for like unrequited love, like I would totally go. You know, like where you just like don't make eye contact with anybody, you know, or like mumble cryptic things to each other, you know, or like not touch each other's hands and then just like go home alone. It's a beautiful thing, you guys. Like and don't get me wrong, like requited love is pretty good, you know, like that's maybe more the traditional route, but I don't know, something about unrequited love, real good, you know. Maybe after like the pandemic's over, like maybe I should open up like an unrequited love like sex shop, you know, or sex club or something. Like, I think, you know, I guess I could open up like a coffee shop and just have it be secretly that, because I don't know if anyone could tell, you know, like if you accidentally walked into like an unrequited love sex club, you would just be like, oh, everyone here is like vaguely horny and like kind of like indoor kids, you know, like it's not, it would be very obvious. Like, oh, Kelsey's coffee has a weird vibe, but the muffins are great. So it's fine, you know, like that'd be good. But I guess that's also the problem with unrequited love, because like being in unrequited love or just like standing in a room together is basically the same thing. Like it's really like it's identical. Like you couldn't tell. Like I was in an elevator once with the same person twice on one day, and like the second time I was in the elevator with them, I was just like, are we in love? Like I can't tell. Like you know? And we weren't, guys. We weren't in love. Like, you know, and so now the whole fifth floor knows I'm a weirdo. You guys, like, it was not love. It was just standing. Just standing. That's all it was. All right, that's my thing.
Hey! Kelsey, everybody.
Yeah, not Katie. Dan.
That was hilarious.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Screwed me over. Yeah, no, I really liked it. The vaguely horny line was great. That's a really funny. I think it got there a little bit slower, but it was a good line. I really liked it. It kind of reminded me of like maybe a shot for you Americans, but it reminds you of Fraggle Rock. How I just figured everybody's horny the whole fucking time. It's that they're always like moving,
gyrating. Yeah.
Fraggle Rock's horny. What?
Yeah, the dozers, I think they're called. They're
The dozers, yes.
Yes. Because they just, I don't know what that shit is that comes up, but it just reminds me of it. So, yeah. Your elevator was good too. Like the, we're not in love, but we are infatuated with each other. But, you know, no, we're just standing beside you. I don't know. You can come back so right. But it was good. It was really good. So, boy, way to go. So.
I had a couple things before I forget. So I thought it'd be funny, like you kind of got there, but I think it'd be funny just to make it more explicit, like that the other person doesn't even know they're in this relationship. Right? Like they don't even know because it's unrequited. Like they're not even really required. Like it's like you don't even need to be near them. And the other thing is the fifth floor thing. You said now the fifth floor thinks I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
I think you might like. It might land a little bit if you just said now fifth floor is talking the whole fifth floor is talking shit about me or so, like something like that. Like it's just the way now they think I'm a weirdo. It's just kind of awkward linguistically. Like it's not sharp at the end. Like it's like, it's now they think I'm a weirdo. It's not like a plosive, like like now they're talking shit about me. Anyway, that sort of hung for me.
Okay. Sure.
And then lastly, I think that was a really funny line about the sex club. Like, I was a sex quite for unrequited love, but I would just kind of get there quicker and say something like, you can just have it in a regular place, like a coffee shop. Like there's no special secret location required. I mean, it's just a bunch of people hanging around vaguely horny, like, kind of condense it sort of, but, I thought it was really funny. And I like your like persona when you're doing it. You remind me a lot of Ellen, your voice.
Oh.
Yeah. So parts of the tone of your voice kind of sound like her. But anyway, really good.
To riff on that too, I actually like that where you're like you stand beside him, you're making this fantasy about how your life is going, and then you're just asking, "What's your last name?" And he tells you, "Okay, I'm Mrs. whatever it is." And like story the whole way through, and I do agree with Mike there talking about you need something like instead of everything sound weird, you should something like even more ridiculous, like now Dana and Cheryl on the fifth floor are talking shit about me. Like you just get about these two.
Yeah.
Both talking shit about me, but I do agree with Mike. I'd just be more kind of hitty that way because you're so nice.
Yeah, the personalize it. Yeah, like now Dana and Brenda are talking shit about me.
Katie and Dan talking shit about me.
Few randoms that nobody knows, but you hate them. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
That bitch.
Yeah.
Whatever. You just get real personal.
So, yeah, don't get me started. But anyway.
Will, are you ready? You want to go?
Yeah. So actually it was funny, you guys started spinning off and I had just another tag to that, but so first off, the vaguely horny line, that's gold. Like that's just beautiful. I was loving the fact that I was ready for you to say, because you were saying how it's like kind of being like a locked in, like a 7th grade dance. I was like, yo, you got to talk about that. Like you had said muffins are great. I'm like, you got to say buns and muffins right there. That's just pure innuendo, just gold. But to go with the talk shit thing, you're in an elevator, you're with the guy, you're making a whole relationship in your head. Fifth floor's talking shit about you because they're in their own unrequited relationships with said dude. So they're just exactly. So they're like, take my man. How dare you? Let's get this whole world going. 2 times,
Karen.
I just you could tie it together, I think, because you like the whole sex club thing is like three girls could be in love with the same guy or whatever, and they're in a threesome and they don't even know it. You know what I mean? Like in the unrequited sex club, there's all kinds of funky things going on and they have no idea. Depending on who likes who, like.
Yeah.
Beautiful joke.
There's a
beautiful joke.
Bum jamboree going on over there. You can't see it.
Yeah. Does this count as an orgy of everybody?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's
clothed and not touching each other.
Except that one dude who's like, what the hell is wrong with him?
He's just there on accident.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here because I like her, but she doesn't like me. Oh, I'm only here because she doesn't. I kind of like her, but she doesn't.
Oh my god, that is great.
The line "I fucking." The guy has no idea I've been I fucking him. Now pregnant.
Yeah.
You've already 3 kids. He has no idea what this is going on.
This guy does. He doesn't even know I already picked. I picked the china without him. I already picked the color of the bridesmaid's dress. He doesn't even know.
It's just funny
or maybe the people from the building. Well, they won't be bridesmaids now. Now the wedding.
They're out.
You can get more funny too, like ridiculous, but like, yeah, my bridesmaids, they're gonna his bet his groomsmen are gonna be really happy with my bride. I mean, I loved it. It was great. So yeah. Ritu, have you put any input in yet?
No input. Great set. I like your voice. It's good
Yeah,
to
it's
keep
got a
listening
great tone.
Yeah. So that's it. Thank you.
Good job. Okay. Another round of applause for Kelsey. Everybody.
Almost said it.
I was like, oh.
He was 50-50. He was 50-50.
like stubbed here. I can't get it past. Let's all put our hands together for the
For Kelsey.
Let's put our hands for Wayne, everybody. No, I'm kidding. No.
I was like, wait, no, don't do that now.
Okay, so listen, I'm proud to present this last performer. Please put your hand together for the most talented person in this world, Will Thomas, everybody.
I don't want to live up to that. All right. So I always thought about saying thank y'all for having me because I appreciate it very much. Thank y'all for all the feedback. It's been fantastic. Let's get into these jokes. So here's the deal. Look, I actually just recently got engaged, so I'm like the last person in this group. It's like I'm just starting. I'm just starting this journey of possible divorce. So I'm like, oh, this is comforting as all hell, right? No, but everybody looks at my girlfriend, they look at me, and then they're like, well, you're dated up. You found a good one. And I'm like, we're actually really compatible, guys. I don't understand. Like, she went to school for medicine. I went to school for geology. She became a doctor. I'm a gold digger. I mean, it's perfect. Like that's where we're at. It doesn't make any sense. So I got this problem where I don't like when people use weird colloquialisms to describe their daily life. My main one is ride or die. I can't do it. I can't sit in a car with somebody and they're like, yo, you my ride or die? And I'm like, I'm more of a walk and talk. Like, we need to help you. I'm more of a pray because you cray. Because you scaring me. I gotta get the hell out of here. You might drive into a wall. I don't need that. Like, I'm trying to live. It's those same people that bother me on road trips because there's two types of people in this world with cars. There's people that fill up their gas tank when it's half empty. And then there's people that's like, I know my car and it's on E. And it's been on E for a week. And you're like, bro, get gas. He's like, I know my car. I'll make it. It's cool. I don't want this to progress 20 years from now when we get flying cars. The last thing I need is for you to say, I know my car. And you're flying somewhere. And I'm like, bro, stop, please. I already don't like crashing forward and back. I got to deal with up and down now too. Like, this is bad. This whole spatial awareness is no good. I don't like it. So we bought a house. Girlfriend and I bought a house. And we're doing everything we got to do to it. You know, I'm getting used to living in a house. I never lived in a house before. I've just been homeless. So I'm like, wow, there's a roof. This is new. And you got to get the insects out. You know, you get insects in North Carolina. They're all over the place. So my girlfriend has a cat, and I had to make sure the spray or whatever I used the cat didn't eat it. So I found this bug spray, and on the back, on the label, it says, this is an aggressive bug spray. And my mind instantly went, so where's the passive aggressive bug spray? Like, what does passive aggressive bug spray do? Does it just like kind of forces the bug out gently? It's like, oh, you built the nest? Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Susie over there did a better nest. You should probably go over there and learn how to build a better nest. Like, that's what I expected to do. And so I expect the aggressive one to just smell like jock straps and toxic masculinity. Like, I'm just like, oh, look at that. Look at that. A fucking monster truck just crushed your whole hive, Wasp. This is great. This is fantastic. I don't got to worry about you anymore. That one's still rough. We'll get there. And the last one I got for tonight is, I got this thing. I love haunted houses. I love haunted houses, like the real ones, not the ones for Halloween. I love haunted houses, but I don't understand why haunted houses haven't updated for the 21st century. So my thing is, when you go to a haunted house, you hear like chains, and you hear like someone playing a damn harp, and it's like a headless ghost. And you're like, this is whack. Like, what do you like? I need something new. I can't wait 1,000 years from now, when the music we listen to today is what is in haunted houses. Like, I want somebody to be selling a house and they're like, okay, it's stories of this haunted. And then in the back, all you hear is, and everybody's like, is that a ghost? What is that? And then they get to another room and like the furniture's kind of moving. And you just hear, back streets back. All right. And everybody just starts jamming. You see all the ghosts just sitting in the back like, it's a Backstreet concert in the house. All right. I would buy that house in a second. Are you kidding me? That's all I got right now.
Kelsey, would you like to go first?
Sure. Yeah. Let's see. I really like the passive aggressive bug spray. I think that's there's something there. Like maybe like backward compliments to the bugs somehow. Nice. Like you're gonna fly that way, or like you know.
You're gonna stay there? Are you actually gonna build a nest there?
What are you doing with your life, bug? Like
doing with your life?
You want to live here? Like what? You can't afford a 4-bedroom apartment or whatever.
Oh, the rent. I like that. I like the idea of the rent. Rent increase.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then the haunted houses, the modern day haunted houses, that's pretty good too. I don't know, like what would the modern equivalent be of like rattling chains be? Like, I wonder if there's, I don't know, like I think there's
honestly, it's like it's way dirtier. It's like getting fucked in the ass in hell. Like because that's the chains are like, you're damned, you're imprisoned. And that's like the old view of what hell's like. You're shackled and working. Modern day is getting fucked in the ass or sucking Satan's dick or something like that.
And then the funniest thing is you said that, and I was just like, what if you just threw coins? Like if you throw coins at a strip club, like that's the sound you hear. It's just click, 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 click.
I just said Mike speaks now. I think he must be a real hoot at dinner party. Really about this, just getting like Satan's dick fucking like this whole this change. It's a metaphor for being fucked in the ass.
Like no, that's
great.
Maybe it's not a literal translation, but
interpretive.
One thing I was thinking with you say I never lived in a house before, and the misdirect is you only lived in apartments or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think it might be a bit funnier to say like I've never lived in a house before. I just been out here living off the land.
There you go. Nice.
It's been out here, in the streets.
Yes.
It's been out here living off the land in the streets.
Oh my God, that's a great tag. I just thought something too fantastic. Thank you. That's just great.
Wow. I'm out in these streets. I'm living off the land.
Oh my God, you just had me perfect. Out in these streets, selling these rocks. I'm like, yo, that's gold.
You can stay here. You could. Yeah. For them now. Yeah, what you got, man? What you got?
Awesome.
Appreciate you for him.
No, I liked it. I like the possible divorce joke. That was a good opener. I liked it. Gold digger, walk and talk. These were my favorites. And then I really like the future of haunted house. I like the way you did whatever you were doing. That was fun.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the fun. That's the hard thing about being on Zoom. I'm such an active, like dynamic person that having the levels and trying to stay still so the camera doesn't like fade in and out. I'm like, I gotta keep it under control, but I gotta jump. So
this is good. I like that kind of comedy. Is more fun, That's great.
Yeah, exactly.
You got some messages here, Zane, from Zane Kev here. So possibly he will tell me we have parachutes. I don't know what that means, but here's another one. I love haunted houses, and since they haven't been updated, I decided to create my own haunted house by getting engaged.
That's good. I like that, Zane. That's good stuff, Zane. Awesome.
the update of the Halloween stuff, the haunted house stuff too. My mind went right away to like different rooms, be like, oh, this is a stock market crashing, and the next room in mass shootings and last one, Trump 2024. Just silly stuff, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's a great idea with the shootings too.
That was my only problem with that joke, because to me, Backstreet is old school, and you're saying it needs an update, but to me, they're kind of old school, so it's sort of a bit confusing.
And it's hard too, because like what we see haunted houses now, they're playing like stuff from like the 1600s. So
exactly.
It's old now, but it's like it still be prevalent for
relatively current.
Yeah.
Most of that Scooby-Doo shit's from the 60s, though, just so you know. Here's Zane Keb explaining, too, again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, God, no. Airbags and parachutes.
That was good. Cool. Well, any more input for him?
That's all I had, I think.
So round of applause, everybody.
Thank you. Thank all of y'all.
Okay, the end of the portion of the show where we get to tell each other about where we're going to be. So, Ritu, where can we find you next little while?
Oh, please follow me on Instagram. I need more followers. Ritu_Miles_away. I couldn't come up with a better username, so thank you. And that is what you wanted. Thanks.
No problem. Okay, Mike, where can we find you?
I don't know yet. It's all Zoom for now. It's all Zoom. We're hopefully opening up here sooner than later, but for now, I'm just on the internet. And you can follow me at my Instagram name is right there if you cared to follow me. I post infrequently, but I like to think high quality.
Those juries out there, it's MDG
comedy, Millard Genuine Graft.
Genuine Graft.
Kelsey, where can we find you next little while?
Okay. So you can find my Comedy Empire 253 is on Instagram, which I use sometimes, and I have a Facebook page on there, and I've been doing a monthly Zoom mic where one is a riff mic, so we just riff, and that's been really fun. That's called Fireside Chat. And then I have a commingle mic that is comedy, music, and poetry, and so it's a big mix of a bunch of people. And they are on the first Saturday at 9 my time, so Western time, and or Pacific time, and then the third Saturday of the month is the commingle. So you guys should message me if you want.
Oh, it was last Saturday, right?
Yeah, last Saturday was a commingle, and then a week from this coming Saturday it will be the riff mic. And so,
cool. Yeah. Anybody watching want to get into that? I'm sure you can just message, Kelsey.
Yeah. Follow my Facebook Comedy Empire 253, and then message me. Or Instagram works too. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Will, where can we find you, man?
So I've been reinventing all my social media. So find me at QS Breezy, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, Venmo. I need money. Let's go. All of it. It's all the same name. I'm just lining it up now. YouTube, just QS Breezy. I've been posting a little bit more now. I'm just starting to get my videos out there, and TikTok videos take forever. So yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Well, my name is Keller Reeves. This has been workshop 304, 303, whatever it is, 300 some odd, right? I want to say that this has been one of the best shows I've ever been involved with, because Dan Brennan's not here. And this is the greatest thing that we don't have to include him anymore. So if he hears this, please let everybody know that Dan Brennan, he rubbed my nose in a couple. No, he's been great. I'm just... Don't take it. I do want to wish my friend Jenny, who's in this group, I don't know if she's done it yet, but it's her birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday, Jenny. There's it. If you guys ever want to get involved in this show, please sign up with the group and follow those guys, and they always have openings, and you jump in. It's a lot of fun, like everybody gets probably one joke or good riffs. We have a great time doing this thing, so it's a lot of fun. So please come back, and thank you guys very much for watching. Everybody wave as we end.
Yay!